Hi, CF Liu here again, independent licensed financial advisor in Malaysia. Now, we are still on this series of lessons about Malaysia personal income tax relief, how to maximize your tax relief, pay less tax legally or get more tax refund while still staying as a responsible taxpayer according to Lembaga Hasil Dalam Negeri guideline and what they expect every one of us to be. Now, this lesson we want to talk about the most overlooked Malaysian income tax relief. The most overlooked. So it's very easy to actually miss this out, and which means that you end up paying a lot more tax unnecessarily. So for the employee, for if you are working for a company, for someone, just don't forget, this goes without saying, no brainer, to put in your own, the EPF or KWSP deduction monthly. That is being deducted on your portion. Normally it's 11%, contribution to the EPF. Now, normally you can actually calculate that on a monthly basis, multiply by 12, including bonus and all that, but you will find it always almost easier when you refer back to an EA form that the company will normally provide to you somewhere in February or March, so you can actually take that figure and just put that amount. Here's the thing, it's very, very easy to maximize this tax relief under the EPF because if your salary is just exactly, your salary is at 3,001 with a contribution of 11% to EPF or KWSP, the Employees Provident Fund. Now, assuming you don't top up anymore, by that alone, by having a salary of 3,001 alone, that equals to monthly contribution of 340 per month, multiplied by 12, easily you have like 4,000, more than 4,000 a year already. So it's enough to actually maximize this EPF deduction, EPF or KWSP tax relief. Here's the thing, it used to be at 6,000, right? And this 6,000 is a combination of life insurance and EPF, but since 2018 actually they split that. They split that in 2019 onwards. They actually split these two, and KWSP Employee Provident Fund tax relief, they have a separate column, but the amount was reduced to only 4,000. So the life insurance portion was split out, and that is amounting to 3,000, which I'm going to talk about very soon. So still back on the EPF or KWSP tax relief. So if you are self-employed, you're running your own business, you should, or you could be declaring a salary for yourself, or if not, so before 31st December 2019, be sure, just pay attention that if you don't, for whatever reason, don't contribute to EPF, you just on a monthly basis, you just remember to contribute at least from 2019 onwards, just contribute at least to EPF about 4,000 inside your EPF. Self-contribution actually counts. Right? So now it's separated. So the maximum for tax relief for EPF KWSP contribution is at 4,000 now. Which brings me to another thing, right? Life insurance used to be 6,000 EPF and life insurance tax relief, but that is not the case anymore. A lot of people actually miss out on that. Very simply, it's because they say, I don't buy life insurance, but actually they do. Now, evidently, a lot of people buy a house, and that house, for whatever reason, the bank or the banker, the mortgage officer asks you to take a mortgage insurance. Now, that is actually a life insurance, but if you are not smart enough, you don't have the awareness, you would have let the bank actually take this so-called the premium of the insurance. Now imagine it's not MRTA, imagine it's like the kind of insurance that runs for forever, as long as you need the coverage, you have to pay a few thousand every year. Just for example, 1 million or 500,000 or 1 million of life insurance. Now if you actually do this together with your loan agreement, which is really stupid because you're actually paying interest on the life insurance premium, which you actually don't need to, so you really don't want to do that. But my point is, from tax relief standpoint, is still very inefficient way to do it, because that way it's part of your loan payment, and your mortgage repayment is not entitled for tax relief. But if you were to actually say, look, I'm going to actually buy this life insurance to cover my house loan separately, like you just buy a normal life insurance that you pay very transparently, you put it on your credit card, 300 400 a month. So it's very evidently you are paying for life insurance. Now this life insurance is actually entitled for what I call as the life insurance tax relief. Now easily, like I say, 3,000 to divide by 12. So easily, if you are paying like 250 per month, you can easily maximize the eligible income tax relief for the life insurance provision. So it's crazy when people actually lump together the insurance premium inside the loan mortgage repayment. It's totally crazy. Don't do that. If you're watching this, you will find value in what I just say. Hit on the like button, and any further questions, just comments below. I know that it really helps so that more people know about this. So again, smash on the like button and subscribe if you really feel this lesson has been valuable. Normally, if you have a life, life insurance, you are aware of the importance of a life insurance of 1 million or whatnot. It's very easy to actually need a 1 million insurance, because if you take a 1 million house loan, which is you buy 1-2 house normally. Now the house price nowadays is not cheap, so easily you have a liability of a 1 million or so. But you might think like, holy shit, if I were to buy a 1 million, 500,000, 600,000, 700,000 kind of life insurance, that's going to be very, very expensive. Now here's the thing that wrong about your complaint. Basically, if your complaint is expensive, it's likely that you don't know what you don't know, or when insurance agent approach you, you are being recommended the kind of insurance product which is kind of expensive. There are a cheap insurance product and expensive insurance product. The cheap insurance product, you can, there's nothing wrong with the cheaper option, but they still cover you with enough kind of coverage, because that is all that you want. If you buy insurance, I think you shouldn't be looking at the cash value and all that. You only need the life insurance to say that if you die, then they will pay out whatever the guaranteed amount of your coverage, of 1 million or so, right? So here's the thing that a lot of people don't know, and a lot of these things might be a concealed truth or secret from for you. If you feel that you really think that to buy 1 million insurance is expensive, as a licensed independent licensed financial advisor, I have to disagree with that. But you might say, so why? Now I want you to check out this lesson that I've done previously, popping up on the upper right hand corner. Just go to that, and I suggest you actually watch this another lesson on mine. When people complain about, especially our insurance savings plan, but the concept is the same. These are the very kind of expensive kind of insurance. So just check on that video after this lesson ends. So I think you will derive a lot of value from that. And really, if you feel after watching that video and you still feel that you actually need, you have a few of policies that you already have, and you're pretty confused of what to do with it, whether you can actually restructure that, save some premium on that, maintain or even increase your coverage without actually significantly increase your premium, or even keeping the right amount of insurance premium, get more value of money out of your policy, what we call the best bang for your buck, then you might want to check out our membership site, askcf.com. I put in links below the description, or it's coming up here. So if you finish this video, maybe check out that, where in askcf.com, some of the members that subscribe, that very cheap as a membership from us. So they have questions like, how do I buy the maximum insurance with the lowest premium? So in that, we actually give you we answer your burning urgent financial question, just like you're walking to a GP, a doctor, to get some consultation. So you get the truth, and nothing but the truth, like independent, non-biased answers or advice to your financial question in askcf.com. Just want to check it out after this video ends. Now I have 1 or 2 more things for you for this lesson. Now coming back to this the most overlooked tax relief in Malaysia, there's other category with what we call as the insurance premium paid for education or medical benefit, right? So this is a different thing from the life insurance. This is for medical insurance, and to a certain extent your kids, so education insurance, whether you should or should not buy it. So you still can check out just now the lesson that is popped up on the upper right hand corner of this video, this lesson. Go to that, and I think that lesson actually answered a lot of your probably the question that you have. But what if we're talking about like medical insurance premium, then that is still claimable under a different category, which is good, like 3,000 as well, this additional 3,000. Now you might have question like, if you as a husband, you're actually paying for medical insurance for your wife, So the thing is, you might have a question like, can I actually claim this income tax relief in Malaysia? If I do like that, I buy for my wife, policy under my wife's name, I'm the one paying for it. So can I claim for that? I have, or you might have a question like, I have a insurance policy, one insurance policy only, but inside the insurance policy I have a life, I have like a medical card, I have a critical illness coverage. So how should I claim the tax relief for all of them? How do I allocate the premium? Is it just put in like whatever amount, that lump sum amount? Now the question is no, but just to keep this video compact and short, let me know if these are some of your questions. If it is, just type in comments below in this wherever you're seeing this video or this post, comments below, and leave your comments. Let me know, right? Let me know, and I'll able to actually answer you on that. So give us some time, but you know, just leave your comments below. And so I hope so far for this most overlooked income tax relief in Malaysia, you really enjoyed this video. If you do, give it a like and subscribe. Stay on to watch the following lessons still on the Malaysian income tax relief. Stay as a responsible taxpayer, and as usual, if investing is your thing and you're interested to actually get the investment that pays the most consistent and the best dividend in Malaysia or anywhere in the world at a rate that is like 6-7% or even 5%, matching the kind of annual return for EPF, and without, you know, don't need to actually do day trading, constant monitoring, without that kind of hassle or that kind of effort or the time spent or huge capital needed to actually invest in property. You know, the tenant management hassle, that is really, you know, wasting time and all that. So you might want to check out the other lesson that I have for you before this video ends. So the best dividend investment in Malaysia. So check out on that. You definitely don't want to miss out on that, because that is one of our most watched, most popular lesson or video in the entire channel for many years. So that's all I have for you, and I'll see you in the next lesson.